So HRM Council has voted unanimously on an updated homeless framework, which this report was presented by the acting chief admin officer, Brad Anguish. Sorry if I mispronounced your last name. Right there, I'm already worried since this was due to the last chief admin officer. I'm going to try to compress this down as much as I can to help you guys understand what's going on. Just know that I do not think this kind of strategy involves any of the input we've been hearing from groups and organizations like this. How shelter providers are already worried about the strain on the system since they're running at max capacity, if not more. And these guys already acknowledge in this very report that the homeless population has skyrocketed since 2018. And it's been an ongoing struggle to help people find housing. This is why organizations have been stating that HRM needs to focus on the pathways leading to homelessness and not just focus on closing down encampments. Not looking at their 8-step guide, this is literally their first step, is to close down all designated encampment locations in HRM within 18 to 24 months starting from when this is accepted. Now, number 2 is the most asinine thing I've ever seen because I truly believe this should be implemented long time ago when they first thought about designated encampments. Because it states during the period before all designated encampments are closed, they're going to implement new designated encampment policies and procedures to increase the safety and security for residents within and those who are neighboring around them. Even encampments that were formed by the community and run by the community implemented this on day one. This is so fucking stupid. But I guess better late than never. And number 3 is just them continuing to collaborate with the Nova Scotia Department of Opportunities and Social Development, aka Social Assistance, through a signed on their shared statement of commitment to guide their collaboration. And number 4 is they basically want to change their focus on the encampments to actually finding people indoor shelters or housing. Because that's exactly the mission for shelters and those running the designated encampments. And number 5 is collaborating with their partners on policies and strategies that continue to reduce the number of people becoming homeless without temporary shelters in place and those returning living rough after they've moved into a shelter or a housing option. It's good that they're at least acknowledging that there's some people who do end up falling out of the housing option due to various things like rent evictions or rent going up beyond their means and end up becoming homeless again. And number 6 is they want to continue to collaborate and support the planning and development business units' efforts to facilitate and construct and maintain affordable and deeply affordable housing projects. Don't know why they have to call it deeply affordable, but at least it's there. Number 7 is pretty interesting. For any individuals not able to be matched with existing shelters and temporary housing options, HRM's role will be to escalate these complex cases to existing case management tables and or the HRM OSD partnerships to table an appropriate solution. Okay, good that you address these cases, but what's going to happen to that individual while we're waiting for all that to happen? And finally, number 8, they want to adopt a data-informed project management approach to the homelessness work. Which is great that they want to actually build a database regarding this, but I'm very curious to know who will be controlling that data. Now, they did have other discussions, which you can simply pause to read, but given the fact that this video is pretty long, I won't go into it right now. But that's the nutshell version of this updated homeless framework that they unanimously voted on. And like always, I'm very curious to know what are your thoughts about this in the comments down below.